So this is a pretty crazy story. Teen stripped of his clothes, forced to twerk. Forced to twerk. I'm sorry, I apologize. Forced to twerk on Facebook live stream. Listen, kids these days, man. How are you gonna make your op twerk for you on camera? Right? That's what kids are doing nowadays.
That's insane.
2 men are under arrest accused of holding a teenager at gunpoint, forcing him to strip and then dance live on Facebook. Cameron Eggleston and Wardell Buford are charged with kidnapping, assault, and exploitation of a minor. Police say they forced the 17-year-old out of his apartment, ripped his clothes off, and made him get into a car. They allegedly went on Facebook Live and at gunpoint forced the teen to dance naked.
Police say it started on...
Not dance, twerk.
They're trying to...
Okay, so the
trying
news...
to soften it a little bit on the broadcast. I get it.
Yeah, screw all that. I'm going back to the real story, all right? Memphis. This happened in Memphis, Tennessee. This 17-year-old kid was kidnapped at gunpoint, stripped of his clothes, and forced to twerk live on Facebook. Okay, there's a difference between twerking and dancing. The news is saying dance. They're talking shake that ass, son. Imagine pointing a gun at
Imagine
a dude.
Trying to twerk right now. This is not funny, but...
No, I apologize.
But the fact of, like, that was what they thought to do. They were like,
twerk.
I don't know. They were like, tell him to twerk or something.
Take them clothes off and twerk. See, this is
the one on the right,
two guys.
you can see he was into it.
He was enjoying it. You could tell that this man, that was his whole plan from the beginning. He probably done some time in the pen. All he wanted to do was some more man. He wanted to see some man out there twerking, shaking it. Oh, that's great. That's crazy. So police say these two, they assaulted the teen, pointed a gun at his face, and threatened to kill him. The victim said on November 10th, several individuals showed up at his apartment looking for his friend. So this was crazy because they showed up at the person, they were going to go kidnap someone. Showed up at the apartment. He wasn't there. Someone else was there, right? So they showed up at this individual's house looking for his friend. And when his friend was like, I don't know where he's at, they're like, well, we're going to take you then. so for what it sounds like, they took the individual they didn't even show up for. They're like, somebody's twerking.
They weren't going to be that picky. I'm just trying to understand what the motive is.
We just want to shame and embarrass
somebody.
The ops. I saw another video. That's what black people call it, the ops.
Yeah.
I saw another video of, because these thugs, they'll go and kidnap, if they catch their ops out, just by themselves walking around, they'll put guns to their heads and like make them. I saw one video where they made two guys. They caught both of them. They were making them. They were in this bathroom.
Dude.
They put both of them in the bathtub and they were like, kiss him, kiss him. Had a gun to his head, making him do gay stuff. It's
That's
like why
just shoot me.
Yeah, it's like, think of the most humiliating thing we can do to him. I guess that's what they come up with. That's a reflection of what's in your head, I wouldn't torture somebody that way. I'd be going for your fingernails or something.
Yeah.
They're like, make out with your boy. Twerk live on Facebook. Twerk. Shake it. We want to know if you can make it clap.
Jeez.
And it's a 16-year-old or 17-year-old boy. 17-year-old.
Jeez.
So they showed up. Several individuals showed up at the apartment looking for his friend. And when he was like, I don't know where he's at, they took him instead. The video showed the suspects ripping off all the victims' clothes outside the apartment. They're like, take them off right now. This is like your worst nightmare, Like,
imagine you walk outside, two dudes with guns come up, and they just start undressing you.
And what do? One of them's back there holding a gun on you. This is like the nightmare right here.
The question is like, how naked am I going to get, or am I going to try and fight and die?
Take it all off. And then they're like, turn around and make it clap. That's when you fight, right?
You're live, by the way.
Yeah, that's when you fight. Do you make it clap?
I'm not doing that. I imagine you die anyway. No.
Imagine you stand there and you're twerking it.
And then they shoot you live.
Yeah, they back.
The last thing was
laughing.
that clap, and then you got your brains blown out.
And then you there on the pavement.
Cheeks out.
Cheeks out.
Live.
This is the kind of world we're living in right now.
That's insane.
The victim said after they stripped him, Eggleston pointed a gun at him and forced him into a car occupied by Buford and another man. So you in a car now with 3 dudes. And you ain't got clothes on.
Buck naked.
They got guns and they came looking for one person. They took you, which I would have some very bad thoughts in my head about what's about to happen. Okay?
Given how that started, you go to worst case scenario.
Oh, yeah, I'm fighting for my life in this situation.
You're fighting for a lot of things.
Cheeks are not readily available.
No.
This is crazy. He was driven to the 31 block of Madwell where he was again ordered to remove his clothes. See, this is the part I don't understand. So they must have not taken off all his clothes at the apartment. They just
got
had
80% there. Maybe you got socks and underwear on.
Keep your boxers and your undies on. Get in the car. We're going to take you somewhere where we can remove the rest of those in peace and quiet. Okay? This is the BS that people are dealing with in some of these neighborhoods. They forced him to remove the rest of his clothes. Then Eggleston began streaming live on Facebook once they drove him to wherever they were going to take him. Hit him, put a gun in his face, and forced him to twerk while he was naked. Said, I'll kill you right now. Twerk. They both got identified from a photo lineup. They are both charged with aggravated kidnapping, aggravated assault, acting in concert. Concert,
yeah. So like they were cooperating with each other. I guess that's weird though.
That's weird. Solicitation of sexual exploitation of a minor.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, and especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor.
And that's got to be an additional charge for them to live stream that.
Right.
I feel like that's worse than...
Yeah, that's like minor porn.
Yeah, that's pornography.
Right. I don't know. That's the story. Twerk on live. That's what people are doing now to their hops.
I never would have thought of... I mean, just there's no bounds to the evil imaginations of people. But... See...
It's not funny, but it is.
So they hit him. So the kid
they didn't kill him.
They hit him, but they didn't kill him. He wasn't...
They just made him twerk naked on Facebook Live.
What would you have rather had happen to you?
I'd almost rather just got my brains blown. Well,
I would rather have gotten beat up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Than have that happen.
Yeah, whoop my... 3 dudes just beat me up. You can give me
some black eyes.
I'm going out that way.
I'll take some bruises. I'd take that easily over...
Imagine all 3 of them standing behind you.
And
they got their guns. They're like, take it all off. Now turn around. Start shaking it. Make it clap for us. That's the scenario. This is where our thugs have gone. I heard a stat that said, and this is not Atlanta, but I heard a stat that said, there's so many gay dudes in Atlanta now. It's like rampant. Right? So thugs are slowly coming. Oh. You know, because a lot of them go to prison. Right? And in prison, what do you encounter? You encounter this in prison. You act like you don't. People that come out, you know, there's interviews where some people will come out and they're honest. They're like, yeah, oh yeah, cheeks were getting straight up clapped in jail. With or without permission, you know. Multiple dudes.
That's that Fleece action.
Oh yeah, Fleece Johnson is a great advocate for that kind of stuff. So this kind of lifestyle, the thug lifestyle where you're kidnapping people with guns, these guys are going to jail all the time. They're in and out. So the gayness makes sense. When they come out of there, they're like, yeah, make him twerk.
See, something like that, and I'm like, what else were they going to do? Because they just let him go after that? I guess I don't understand.
Think so.
They're just like, all right, we'll keep that video.
Yeah, we're posting it. It was live. Your fans all saw that one. We posted that. You twerking, that's bad.
Yeah,
You got to keep your guns handy, ladies and gentlemen.
That makes you just want to just go away and live in a cabin, not be near society.
Yeah, I don't know how you come back from that one.
Yeah.
The internet, they stick around.
I mean, obviously no one can make fun of him for that.
Well, they will.
Well, that's crazy, though.
Because it's going to take, a few days for we're all so sorry for you to calm down. And then
it'll become a meme?
Yeah, or you say the wrong thing to somebody and they're like, hey, don't talk to me like that. I saw you twerking on live. Right? Then the pity goes away and they're like, don't ever talk to me like that. You ain't got I saw you cheat.
This is a villain story. Like, this is their arc. This is where he starts. And then somebody says that to him And he says, now you. And he pulls out a gun.
That's crazy.
And then the cycle repeats.
That's crazy. Twerkers lead to I don't even know how
right. Twerking leads to gang violence.
That's crazy.
What's cooler than that?
Well, keep it simple, stupid.